This is not sensitivity training, Captain. I don't care what you felt.
It's okay, boy.
Item 13, regarding the commencement this AM of Operation Big Broom. This being the definitive fumigation of that most infamous local landscape, the 1600 block of Decker Avenue. Lieutenant Hunter will be conducting a final briefing shortly after the commencement of this roll call. Please check the duty roster for the names of those officers whose attendance is respectfully requested. And be advised that the scope of this operation has been expanded, due in large part to Chief Daniel's ill-fated encounter on the block yesterday with an allegedly rabid rat. A creature subsequently and heroically dispatched by our very own J.D. LaRue. I wish to extend your sympathies to the chief, who is currently undergoing the unpleasant ordeal of acute hydrophobia therapy. And in doing so, people, please exercise a little restraint. Keep any humorous references of a rodential nature to an absolute minimum. Last item, concerning an irate communique received by this office as regards an unfortunate jurisdictional dispute between an officer from this precinct and a member of that thankless sorority, a meter maid. Leave us attempt to toss some bread upon these troubled waters, and remember that no matter how futile, inconsequential, and unappreciated we may perceive our own lot to be, the beleaguered maidens of the meter traditionally occupy the lowermost niche of our particular food chain, law enforcement-wise. And for the purposes of a sane and balanced ecology in any future dealings with said maidens, I urge you to consider the gentle, enduring wisdom of pity and compassion. Yeah. All right, that's it. Let's roll. And hey, what do you say? Let's be careful out there, huh? Here we go.
Not now, Bobby. I got some stuff I gotta take care of.
Boy, Bobby, Ranko doesn't look so good.
You think he's in bad shape? You ought to see the meter maid.
Eunice, H, what in the world happened to you?
No, sir, I fell off my motor scooter, sir.
Well, where were you parked, on a cliff? Look at this baby. It's got your pizza slice, your egg roll, your burrito, your chicken wing. It's even got your bagel, Sergeant.
Lieutenant.
Hey, Lieutenant! Have a bagel and a schmear on me.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Well, yes. Congratulations, Lieutenant Goldblum. Welcome to the ranks.
Thank you, Howard.
It must be a comfort to know that the wheels of justice may grind slow, but they grind sure. I have been trying to console myself similarly this morning. Your Cayetano types win prizes, your Chesley types, and now your Goldblum types get promoted. And my types, I say it's a little like the food you're eating, Harry.
My food?
Pumpernickel bagel. White bread, Ben. Whatever happened to white bread? The bread of white Anglo-Saxon males. No wonder we can't get promoted. We can't even eat in this department anymore.
That man is a gifted social critic.
See surplus store, corner Peebles Drive, on 24th Street.
A guy named Benedetto.
Works Midtown Vice. Big dude. Got an attitude. Unless there's another Benedetto.
No, that sounds like it. Thanks, bro.
All right.
Man, something is dead in my intestines.
See? Maybe you're being punished for letting the chief keep eating that needle sandwich.
Man, I can't tell him now that I nailed the wrong rat. I'll be on the rodent patrol for life.
Hey, you see the size of those needles, man?
Hey, I hear the treatment's a piece of cake.
I told you he'd come back. He's crazy. He wants to kill me. If the guy next door hadn't heard me screaming, he would. Oh, God, please.
Mary? Mary? Did your neighbor see him do this to you?
So he ran out the back.
Why'd you let him in?
He said he would have bust down the door, and he would have done it.
There's no place else you can go.
I did quit my job. He knows where I work. He's calling me all the time. I don't have any money. You're supposed to help me. I'm too scared of the guy. Now, you can arrest him. He beat me up. You gotta. You said so. You gotta, please.
Mary, I don't want him to mislead you. I can do that. I can go bring him in, hold us over him, maybe get a high bail set, try to scare him off. I can do that. But you're going to have to stick with me all the way on this. You're going to have to go sign a complaint downtown. You're going to have to testify maybe 3 or 4 times in court with him right there. And even then, there's no guarantee it's going to be the judge's decision. I want you to understand that.
I'll do it. I'll do whatever you say. Just please keep him away from me, please.
With our barricades in place here and here, we will move into the north end of East Utica. And we will begin a pincer movement from the south, moving the suspects into our holding area, which is the playground here in the center of the block.
Lieutenant, what kind of charges are we talking about?
Well, obstruction of pedestrian traffic, loitering with intent, unlawful assembly, whatever you feel applies. Now, remember, people, we're not looking for convictions per se as we are intimidation and a demonstration of force.
Lieutenant, you know, some of us gotta live on this street. You want my opinion, this whole thing's jive.
It's enough, J.D. If I may speak for him, excuse me, Howard. What the chief is after here is a demonstration of our ability to clean up one bad block, uproot the drug traffic. While we're not after convictions here, neither is this license to run amok. I expect you all to exercise restraint. I don't want to hear any horror stories.
Phase 2 begins with a mass booking and transport of suspects to this station, Michigan Avenue and the South Ferry.
Don't you have a plane to catch?
I'm on my way. I've got a cab waiting. Frank, you all right?
Ah, fine. Really? How are you?
Oh, I'm kind of nervous.
I wouldn't worry about the interview. I'd think the Justice Department knows a class act when it sees one.
Frank, about last night.
I haven't said word one.
It's the things you haven't said that I'm concerned about.
Look, if they offer you this job, we'll have a lot to talk about.
Frank, I wish you wouldn't do this to me. It's just something I've got to do. I love you, Pizza Man.
Excuse me, Francis.
What?
You wanted me to remind you about a 10:30 appointment with Faye down at Frank Jr.
Fine.
School.
Fine, great.
Everything all right, Francis?
Yeah, just, it's fine. Was there something else?
No.
Frank, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me that I have the distinct impression downstairs that you're not exactly chomping at the bit for this operation to go forward.
Howard, the chief wants it, and the mayor wants it. What I think about it hardly matters at this point.
Well, it's just a cockroach roundup, Frank. Nobody's saying it's Omaha Beach.
That doesn't mean I have to like it.
Frank, it is my perception that a day like this is good for morale. The men go out there and they feel they're really impacting the criminal population.
In my opinion, Howard, it's a shallow gesture, politically motivated, principally for the benefit of the media. Forgive me if I can't share your enthusiasm.
Yeah. Democracy's dialectic, old chum. Where else but in America could two officers fundamentally disagree about an operation and still go out there and ream the opposition?
up there, up against the wall.
You have the right to an attorney. Without a board and attorney, one will be provided for you before questioning. Now, during your stay with us today, people, I hope that you will all reflect upon the fact that without the law, we cannot live. The best of man's hopes are ensured by its success. Its failures are our failures. And the measure to which it can reconcile our passion, our will, and our conflict is the measure of our opportunity to find ourselves.
Measure this, sucker.
How you doing, Leo?
Hey, I'm doing great. I was just running in my car to put a dime in the meter.
Boy, what a great day, huh?
Making a mistake. I was working at the liquor store.
I love being out in the fresh air this time of year.
Walk over there, then what are you doing packing this, huh?
I've been robbed 5 times in the last year. I need to tell you what it's like down here.
All right, I'm sorry. I had to take you down to the station and we'll just check it out.
Get a load of this.
Fine bike there, cowboy.
I know it.
Franco, did you put your Harley in the dryer again?
Hey, don't pay me any mind, cowboy.
Sticks and stones, my man. I just come down here to see what you guys are up to today.
Well, you're not missing much today.
I can tell that.
No money. If you want to play, you got to pay. No ducats, no duty. Hey, man, don't you just suck on me, man. Hey, look at this. Here comes the man. Hey, fool! Who you trying to kid with all this stuff? I mean, that's just bogus, Jack.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
Hey, you see any other fools out here heat, huh?
I'm looking at a real prize winner right now.
Hey, look, I knows my rights. I knows my rights. You can't touch me.
Yeah? Well, watch this, huh?
Turn around, assume the position. Back off. Illegal search. This is bogus, man. You can't do this. I know my rights. I know my
Tell
rights.
you something about your rights, Cupcake. I own this street. Oh. What's this, Chippy? We baking a cake?
Hey, get off from me. Come on. You ain't gonna do it to me. Do it. I want you to. Come on. Anybody else want a conversation? I'm waiting. Come on.
I never touched her. She says I did. She's lying.
So how'd she get the bruises?
She's a little clumsy. Falls around the house sometimes.
I don't think you're getting it, Richard. You're in real trouble this time. The judge could put you away for a year.
You got that on me that'll stick, and we both know it.
Make you feel like a man, beating up on women. Is that your trip, Richard? Going after the weakest person you can find.
Nobody touches up on me. She knows that better than anybody. You leave us alone. I'll work it out.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I got lost. I was halfway to Europe by the time I realized it. Marty Rodriguez, Public Defender's Office.
Lieutenant Goldblum.
I usually work South Ferry. Lieutenant, can I get a moment with my client, please?
I'd like a word with you when you're done, yeah?
You got it.
Turner?
The damn thing doesn't work.
Are you sure you put in the correct amount?
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, maybe you inadvertently used Canadian coinage.
Bill, whose side are you on? This is a machine.
Henry, this machine culminates 4 decades of vending science. I'm sure the problem is attributable to human error.
Open the pod door, Hal.
Well, it sounds as if the worst is behind you, Chief. Yes, I understand they've modified the severity of the treatment considerably. That's fine, too. Yeah, well, something over 200 arrests already. Yeah, well, we're thinking of you too, Chief, right? Yeah.
Hi.
Officer McCoy.
Hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. What brings you to the Hill?
Paperwork. Tie that binds us all.
Wish I could say I don't know what you mean. Well, it's nice to see you again.
It's nice to see you, too. Well, I should get back to the wars.
Right. Thanks for stopping by.
Sure. It's good to see you. Captain, do you bowl?
Bowl? No.
Me neither. Do you like going to the movies?
I used to. I don't really hate the lines.
I know exactly how you feel. I feel the same way. Most of what you see isn't worth the effort. Are you, an opera buff, by any chance?
It's funny, my mother used to listen all the time, and it drives me absolutely crazy.
Me too. I could tell that we have a lot in common. How about I buy you a drink later?
I don't drink.
Well, there's got to be something that we both enjoy doing.
I like to eat.
Maybe we should have dinner.
I'd like that.
How's tonight?
Tonight would be good.
Phil, I'm seriously considering putting him back in private school. I mean, I never had to worry about anything like this happening there. You know, yesterday, he was so frightened he hid behind the auditorium all during lunch.
Frank Jr. is a bit small for his age, isn't he, Frank?
Small? So what?
Oh, what I meant is that's part of what makes him a target for the bully contingents. Has he had any acquaintance with the manly arts?
Dating?
No, boxing.
Oh, no. No, I don't think so.
You see, the nature of young men being what it is, Faye, I've always believed that a boy ought to have some grounding in the rudiments of self-defense. The situation's just such as this. Now, if you like, I'd be more than happy to come over and tutor him in a few of the fundamentals. You know, I used to coach the precinct's boxing team.
See, I don't know, Phil.
Are you fair?
Yeah. But listen, thank you anyway.
It's gone about an hour, Phil. You're going to keep your temper in this meeting, Faye.
Contrary to what you may think, when it's called for, I am perfectly capable of self-restraint. And if that little bully of yours doesn't lay off on my son, I'm going to give him the spanking he deserves.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
And if that doesn't help, my ex-husband here is a cop.
Faye.
Mrs. Ferrillo, I don't think there's anything to be gained by making threats.
Well, excuse me, but I just thought being the parents of a shakedown artist, that's the kind of talk they'd understand.
You want to deal with this, please?
Shakedown artist.
I called this meeting to try to come to some sort of an understanding among the parents, both as to what the facts of the situation are.
The facts of the situation are that my son is out his lunch money and he's afraid to go to school.
Hey, lady, will you please stop running your mouth?
Mr. Davis, is that your name?
That's correct.
I'd appreciate your not addressing my wife in that tone of voice.
I would like to establish the facts of this situation and then decide how best to solve it.
I told you what the facts are. Their son is some kind of a junior hoodlum.
Well, you're some kind of senior fat mouth.
Mr. Davis, this is the last time I'm going to ask you nicely.
Can we please?
Well, wait. What do you expect with her calling our son a criminal?
From what I understand, her description of your son's behavior is pretty accurate.
Oh, is that right? Who are you? Thurgood Marshall?
Look, pal, I've been trying to be polite about this, but frankly, I don't even know what Mrs. Ferrillo and I are doing here. My son's a victim, not a perpetrator.
Who you calling a perpetrator?
Gentlemen, please. This is not what I call initiating a dialogue. Now, can we just try to ascertain the facts?
Mama, look down on me now.
There are more people inside. Somebody help! Please, man.
There's an old man upstairs, and his wife can't get him out. Hurry, please.
All right, ma'am, call this in. Call it in.
Go to the second floor, hurry.
I'm outside the store. I'll kick it so stand clear. Oh, you gotta be out.
Where are you, boy? I'm about to burn up in here.
It's okay, boy. Come on.
There's a car in there.
That's the boy. He's been in there a long time.
Captain wanted to see you as soon as you came in.
In his office?
Mm-hmm. Andy, nicely done.
Thank you, Sarge.
Hey, Sarge, did I get any messages?
Yes, you did. Detective Benedetto from Midtown.
Thanks.
Excuse me, Captain. Sir, the sergeant says you want to see me.
Come on in. How's the burn?
Well, it's okay. I'm a little tired.
You'll be back on motor patrol with Officer Hill starting tomorrow.
Thanks, sir.
I'm also recommending you for the Meritorious Service Medal. You did a fine job out there. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate this very much. I'm very grateful.
Why don't you just take the rest of the day off? Okay?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
If you could, tell Benedetto I'll be at Mulligan's. I'd like for him to meet me there anytime after 7. Yeah. And tell him I'll be waiting for him. That's right. Thanks.
In cold blood? And just left him lying there? No. No, I don't know anything about it. Yeah, well, I'll look into it personally. I will. No. Thanks for the call. Yes, ma'am.
Miss Francis?
A woman says that one of our guys shot a junkie out on the block street.
Well, it appears a pair of our detectives were involved in a bit of street theater and in their thespian exuberance got somewhat carried away.
A couple of our detectives?
Yes, John LaRue shot Neil Washington.
Phil, I won't have anarchy out there.
Your activities on this block will henceforth be monitored with the scrupulousness that Othello brought to bear on Desdemona. You will be wearing our attention like a pair of stolen jeans.
$14. What kind of a criminal are you, huh? You know, one thing I can't stand is somebody who's lousy at what they do.
JD, a minute?
Yeah, Jack. You really got the little tails motating today, Captain.
I hear you killed your partner today.
Oh, yeah, little street theater.
I see. And what do you call it when a suspect thinks you're so crazy he shoots you before you shoot him?
All will be recorded, and all will be held against you. Webster, will you? There is someone watering the chain link in your sector.
Howard, take half an hour if you need it, but bring in your men and shut it down.
Shut what down?
Operation Big Broom, it's over.
Frank, you can't.
However you do it is up to you. Keep anybody you have a felony or a warrant on and release the others. By whose authority?
By mine. That's an order. Just empty the buses, take down the barricades, and let them go. Now.
Come over here and stay by this fence.
Counselor, I was hoping to speak with you at the station house.
I'm sorry. I've been running late all day. What's on your mind?
Before we go in with this, I just want you to know I think it'd be a genuine disservice if we handle this case by the numbers.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
I think there's more going on here than just a sloppy end to a bad relationship. This woman is genuinely terrified of the guy, and I think she may have good reason to be.
Well, my client has got his side, too, you know. And he thinks she's a real Looney Tune. I mean, who can say?
All the more reason not to let this slip through the cracks, don't you think?
Lieutenant, I appreciate your concern. But I can very well not represent my client's interest here.
If there's just some way to keep him away from her for a few days.
Look, we both got jobs to do. Why don't we just do them? All right? Excuse me, I have to go find my client.
Regarding cases N396511 through cases N396517, Mr. District Attorney, this is the 5th batch of pedestrian traffic obstructors you have brought forward today. Now, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, I would like to say that none of these charges will hold water in a monsoon. Defendants' constitutional guarantees are trampled practically beyond recognition. We have had to turn around half the traffic courts for this major crime wave. The backup is even starting to affect the plumbing. So, it shouldn't come as a great surprise, sir, that I have to again find in favor of the defendants. Case is dismissed.
What are we doing here in the first place?
You hump. You button your lips, sir, or in your case, I'll happily make an exception. Next case.
Case number N396518 on the calendar. Richard Brady charged with 120.06 of the Penal Code, misdemeanor assault.
ADA Baxter.
Your Honor, this applies to a situation between former cohabitants in which defendant has consistently harassed the complainant, culminating in an assault which took place.
Will the counsel approach the bench?
Your Honor, may I approach the bench as well?
Step forward, detective. What are we looking at here? Why is this anything more than the most routine domestic squabble?
Your Honor, I think your instincts are right on the mark. A 50-50 proposition. They have both been a little intransigent. But my client's record is completely unblemished. He's a mechanic, apparently good at it. And prosecution in this instance is just going to cause some grievous injury.
Excuse me, Judge. It's my gut reaction that we are dealing with a seriously disturbed individual here who has already caused this woman grievous injury. Fully capable of more extreme and unpredictable violence against her?
In all due respect to your gut, Lieutenant, There is a familiar pattern here in my experience, and I think I do know my domestics.
Then set bail. If you can hold it over him in any way, I beg you not to dismiss.
Thank you, Lieutenant. I have no intention of dismissing. Please take your seats.
Thank you.
Mr. Brady, I am on to you, sir. Be advised, I am placing a restraining order on you. I am setting a date for a hearing. And I'm going to be watching your every move. And if you do anything between now and that date, if I hear one word of complaint from Miss Hicks, or you go anywhere near that woman, I am going to throw you into jail and hold this over you indefinitely. Now, this is outrageous conduct. And it's only your lack of criminal record that I don't take that step now. All right. Your counsel will advise you of the hearing date. And until then, sir, I want you to walk the line. Do I hear bail application?
Your Honor, people ask $1,000.
Defense?
Oh, are you, Honor? Defendant is a working man.
Well, I am setting this for a long date. Defendant is excused on his own recognizance. And don't you forget one word I told you, young man. Next case.
What does this mean?
He's setting a date for a hearing.
You mean, wait, you mean they're letting him go?
No, just until the hearing. He didn't dismiss the charges.
Are you just letting him walk out of here? I can't believe this, please!
Your counsel will outline the particulars, ma'am.
Wait a minute! You can't just let him walk out of here! He's gonna kill me! What's the matter with you?
Counsel, will you restrain your client?
Mary, please, come on.
No!
Let's go.
Let go of me! You're just worthless! You're all worthless!
Let me drive you.
Don't touch me! Don't you dare touch me!
Hours left in the day. We have precisely the kind of results in hand that this operation was intended to produce. Enter our captain, exit the rug beneath our feet.
I did what I felt I
It was
had to
a
do.
public embarrassment.
That certainly wasn't my intention.
Frank, mano a mano, you will always have my respect. But I have to say that your official conduct today has been incomprehensible and deeply disappointing.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Howard.
Oh, darn it, Frank, I hate to say this, but it seems to this old war horse that all your starch is in your shirt.
I want a moment with your captain. I suppose I shouldn't really be surprised. It's just that I keep thinking you've turned the corner.
What's on your mind, Chief?
I consider what you did out there nothing less than a personal betrayal. That operation came straight from the mayor. It had my own unqualified support. Not only have you compromised the entire chain of command, you've opened this department to the worst kind of media second-guessing. What the hell is the matter with you?
I felt things had gone too far. There were...
You felt? This is not sensitivity training, Captain. I don't care what you felt.
We were taking liberties with their rights that I couldn't...
Where is it written that you need to agree with every order you're given? I happen to be in the middle of an extremely painful course of medical treatment. You think I have nothing better to do than clean up after your bleeding heart? Tomorrow morning, same time, you're going to run that operation again. And you're going to keep on running it until I say it's over. Am I understood?
Yes.
Aren't you going to offer me your badge, Captain?
You're looking at me. Huh? You looking at me. Say what? What? Oh, yeah. What?
Easy. Curly, will you take this from me, please?
Henry, phone for you. Lieutenant Goldblum. Yeah. Thank you.
Say she was coming out with a suitcase. He just came at her and started slashing.
Soldier, No, I couldn't go last night, Ma. I had to work late. I'm going right after work. Ma, if he's throwing fruit at the nurses, say you don't take him any more fruit. Right, especially canned. I'm going tonight. I told you, right after work. As a matter of fact, if I wasn't on the phone, I'd be on my way right now, Ma. I'll kiss him for you. Well, I love you, too. Goodbye.
Hi, Mick.
Hi.
How's it going?
Okay.
Feel like a beer and a burger?
Oh, I can't. I gotta go see my father.
Want some company?
No, thanks.
I could sit in the car. We could go out after.
Would you want to do that?
Got a radio?
Cop radio.
So I'll listen to cop calls.
Okay.
Give me a minute to change.
Kid looks so happy, Frank. He looks so satisfied. This poor girl lying there.
I don't know what to tell you, Henry.
We'd be better off running a restaurant. We'd do more damn good.
Pizza joint.
With the deli counter. Fir blooms. Gold dillos.
Frank and Henry's.
Bingo.
I'll grow one of those pencil mustaches.
Aren't you, Frankie? I'd make that bastard a poison pizza.
Oh, Francis. Look what I found from our old PAL tournament.
What were you looking for, Phil?
These. I thought with your leave I might swing by face tonight and instruct young Frank in some pugilistic fundamentals.
Oh, I don't know, Phil.
I gathered your meeting with the other boy's father left matters unresolved.
You behaved like any two apes.
Francis, I'm certainly not trying to tell you your business, but if I had a son in Frank Jr.'s situation, I'd want him to be able to defend himself in a way that would discourage this kind of treatment in no uncertain terms. And a good left jab can give a boy the confidence he needs to see this through.
You may be right, Phil.
You know, a man has to draw the line somewhere, Francis. Even if he's lying.
Excuse me, Mr. Frillo. There is a phone call for you.
You're telling me I'm over the limit of my card, right?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
How about we go Dutch?
Oh, no problem. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
How did you know there wasn't a phone call?
No one's calling me. I have a beeper.
Oh. I hate it when they do that to you.
No, he's working the wrong crowd. I used up my blushes a long time ago.
Frank, I've really enjoyed getting to know you.
Thank you.
Well, it's not really that I know you. It's... I know that you're something special. Does that seem forward?
No, not at all. It's a lovely compliment. You're pretty special yourself.
I hope your lady friend appreciates what she's got. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Just how heavy-duty is this relationship?
Pretty heavy duty.
Then what are we doing out?
She's in Washington interviewing for a job, which I'm sure they'll offer her.
And what will that mean for you?
I don't know. I don't know
she'll take it.
What if she does? It's true, isn't it? Timing really is everything. Frank, at the very least, no matter what happens, I hope that we're going to be friends.
I think you can count on
You're a hill.
Benedetto? Your messages are clogging up my desk. Do we have a problem?
You know my partner.
The smart mouth? How's his scooter? How's his face? You want a piece too?
You're not as stupid as you look.
What's the matter, Sal? Huh? You can't hit someone when they stand in front of you? Come on, Sal. Huh? Come on, Sal. Come on, Sal. What you want me to do? Turn my back on you, Sal? Come on, Sal. Come on. You done, Sal? Huh?
Yeah, we're done.